If you're thinking about relocating to Orange County, California, I'm going to give you 7 reasons why in this video you should move here. Whether you're moving for a job opportunity, you want a change of lifestyle, maybe you're looking to raise a family here, retire here, there's really much to offer for everyone. So first point I want to cover today is going to be Orange County is home to a very diverse stock or supply of houses in the area. You have tons of different styles of homes throughout the county, north, south, central, and obviously across the coast as well. I know Orange County may suffer from this stigma of just your, cookie cutter suburban style homes, which is simply not true. Okay. Homes that are in, Newport Beach, those large, luxurious, modern style mansion homes are much different than the homes you're going to find in, more inland towards like Rancho Santa Margarita, Mission Viejo. You might have a little bit more of the cookie cutter feel over there. Orange, California, more North County, you might have a little bit more older construction and stuff. So there really is tons of options available, and depending on what you're looking for, Orange County is most likely going to have it. Then the first area I want to talk about, kind of focus in on, is going to be South Orange County. This is where you're going to have, your master plan communities, your cookie cutter kind of single family homes that you may hear so much about. Great places to raise a family. You'll find that a lot of these homes, and this isn't to be neighborhoods, cities like, Mission Viejo, Irvine, California, Lake Forest, Rancho Santa Margarita. So again, more South Orange County, you're going to see a lot of these homes are a part of HOAs or homeowners associations. So you have to pay to be a part of these. They're typically going to come with tons of different amenities. Things like community pools. Another thing you'll find really throughout all of Orange County, especially South Orange County, is, again, these are, completely master planned communities. You're going to have a park in pretty much every neighborhood, different walking trails throughout the neighborhood. Okay. Tons of outdoor activities, stuff like basketball courts. You'll find, again, parks and all kinds of stuff. And then you may find that certain areas are a little bit different. You can't just categorize South Orange County to all be the same. I mean, different neighborhoods like in Foothill Ranch, say for example, Ladera Ranch, you may have these pretty large single family homes. A lot of them tend to have a little bit of smaller yards, maybe smaller front yards, versus, a little bit older South Orange County, like Mission Viejo, San Juan Capistrano. You have a little bit more bigger yards, stuff like that. So you can't just throw it under the bus and call it the same area. Every city really has its own feel and look to it. Which, stay tuned to the rest of my videos. I'm going to deep dive on pretty much every city available here in Orange County, if you want to take a closer look. Another point about South Orange County, you're going to have a little bit less transportation. Basically very car reliant. You're really going to need a vehicle. A lot of the employment centers in Orange County are more northern, North OC, places like Irvine, Santa Ana, Newport Beach. So you're pretty much going to need a car. Now you also have different kind of houses in the coastal areas of Orange County. You'll also see a lot more city life, places like Newport Beach, Laguna Beach, San Clemente. More of the employment centers as well. A lot of jobs in these areas. A little bit less of not to say they're not family friendly. Of course, really throughout Orange County, you kind of get that luxury type of homes as well. You still do have the, single family homes, kind of cookie cutter feeling throughout these areas as well. Just want to let you know there is more of the condos and stuff like that. So now let's talk a little bit more about, North Orange County, even the coastal cities as well. You're going to have a little bit more older developments. South Orange County was kind of built a little bit after. Anything basically Irvine and south is going to be South Orange County. So again, North Orange County and coastal areas, you're going to have a little bit more city life, entertainment venues throughout the area, a little bit closer to employment centers as well is one thing, big point. So maybe a little bit less commuting for you, depending on where you're working. I know a lot of people moving out to Orange County are, a part of or adopting the work from home life, right? North Orange County, coastal areas included. These are still, hybrid suburban style homes or neighborhoods, I should say. No downtown necessarily, right? It's still a suburban area. Just a little bit more city life, I'd say. Next point I want to cover is Orange County is really home to tons of different job opportunities, great companies to work with, really a great economy even to start a business. Tons of opportunity to provide goods and services, right? You may be familiar with certain companies like, Vans, Quicksilver, Blizzard Entertainment makes the Call of Duty games. These companies actually were started in Orange County. They took their brands from small to, the global enterprises that we know them by today. But yeah, there really is a huge pool of talent, and educated people who live here in Orange County and the surrounding areas, of course, LA, Riverside, and San Diego area, having a business or a company in Orange County, there's really tons of people within the vicinity, people who live in the area, tons of great schools, really just breeding talents. So for those of you who are looking to start a business or move your current business to Orange County when you relocate here, you should know I found that an article from Wallet Hub ranked Irvine, California, which is pretty much smack in the middle of Orange County, is the best place to start a business in the whole state of California, and is ranked really highly, I believe first place in terms of access to resources across the nation. You should know as well. I want to point out to you as well. The median household income in Orange County is $94,441, which is fairly high compared to the national average, right? So tons of room in there for goods and services, to provide goods and services to the consumers. So another reason why many people decide to move here to Orange County is because of the weather. I mean, let's face it, it's great. We have a year-long Mediterranean kind of climate. Once you move here, odds are you're gonna get used to it very quickly and maybe even become kind of sensitive towards any other kind of harsh climate you most likely find anywhere else in the country. And trust me, it happens to everyone. Once you move out here, 85 degrees, you start to complain about it. And don't get me wrong, it does happen, especially in more of your inland cities, places like Yorba Linda, Mission Viejo, Aliso Viejo. You're a little bit more landlocked and further away from the beach. I mean, you're still 30 minutes away from the beach. There's just a little bit of mountains across the coast that kind of lock it in into a more valley kind of area. But yeah, you'll notice how here in Orange County, the near perfect weather conditions that we have really allows you to have outdoor activities you like to do. If you like playing basketball, you don't have to play indoors like you do mostly everywhere else in the country. You can play outside all the time. I do it all the time. You can surf. You're going to see bicyclists, motorcycles riding through the streets, through the whole. That's a really big reason I think a lot of people like to move out here is they have time they can spend outside. I mean, you have a backyard. You can enjoy your backyard year round. Even in January at 5 o'clock, you can have a little barbecue in your backyard if you want to. But yeah, brings me to my next topic. It's really the landscape and the climate of Orange County gives you so many options for outdoor activities that you can do. I know I talked about Orange County has so many different hiking trails, you will never be able to go through all of them. Biking trails that really go all throughout the area as well. You have, your Crystal Cove along the coast, breathtaking cliff kind of views, the beach horizon. You could even hike up the Saddleback Mountains, Santiago Peak. I think it's like a 15 mile hike. I haven't done it. I had a buddy text me the other day, literally just text me a picture. He's like way above the clouds on Saddleback Mountain, the top of it. I'm just like, nice, dude. Cool. Good stuff. And the next kind of thing I want to talk about is the beaches. There really is so many different types of beaches we have here in Orange County. Laguna Beach, you're going to have obviously Main Beach, which is an area where you'll find all kinds of different little restaurants and boutiques. You have areas like Dana Point Harbor, which is obviously there's a harbor there. Park your boats, stuff like that if you have a boat. You also see down there in Dana Point Harbor, they have whale watching, stuff like that. Little kind of mini commercial boats you can get on and go fishing. I've done that. It's pretty fun. Places like San Clemente and Huntington Beach, they have long piers on there. So you could walk along the pier. A lot of people like to fish off of those. Huntington Beach as well is huge. It's Surf City, right? So if you're into surfing or if you want to learn, maybe don't start at Huntington Beach because the waves are a little bit crazier there. They tend to be. You could always get kind of surfing lessons, obviously like things like paddle boarding, snorkeling. I've seen tons of stuff to do at the beach. Once you move out here, you'll find which ones you like, which one fits your style more. You even have like bonfires as well. Aliso Creek Beach and Huntington Beach have those. Beaches, you have places like Balboa Island or Doheny State Beach. You could do like rent out the little bicycles and stuff, the beach cruisers. You have like the 4-man beach cruisers as well. They have those at those areas. Tons of stuff to do at the beaches. Great time. Tons of restaurants in those areas, bars, even kind of club venues and stuff. A lot of stuff to do in the beach cities. The theme parks that Orange County has, there's 2 of them. One of them, you probably already know it, Disneyland, right? The happiest place on earth. And then we also have Knott's Berry Farm. A little bit less popular, nationwide. If you're in California, you're probably familiar with it. It is California's oldest theme park. Started off as a berry farm and slowly started to add attractions. I think Knott's Berry Farm for like say the older kids kind of thing, high schoolers and stuff, everyone has their things. As far as big roller coasters, fast roller coasters, I think Knott's Berry Farm is a better place to go. I've had season passes to both of them, a few different years. Disneyland's still fun, don't get me wrong, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for it, but I just, I'm cool on Disneyland for now. It's a great time. I do suggest getting a pass. You will notice, as far as Disneyland goes, you move out here to Orange County, when you have family that comes by to visit, I guarantee you they're going to want to go to Disneyland. So do yourself a favor and save up the budget for a season pass. You're going to end up probably going anyways, getting pitied to go to Disneyland of all places. It makes it more fun though, because you could just kind of go for a couple hours, whether you're taking the kids, whether it's date night or you're traveling on your own. Nothing wrong with that. And then you have Knott's Berry Farm. Again, a little bit more bigger kind of roller coasters. You do have the Camp Snoopy area, so little kiddie rides, everything from like tiny babies to 4 or 5 years old, to the big scaredy cats who don't like to go on the big roller coasters. You also have kind of like historical setups as well, the old West Town area, Knott's Berry Farm. If you want to, give your kids a little bit of a lecture, don't let them have too much fun that day, It's kind of how it was for me growing up, but, it's all good. To my baseball and hockey fans, we have the Angels at Angel Stadium in Anaheim, and then directly across the freeway, you have the Anaheim Ducks at the Honda Center. And yeah, Honda Center is pretty cool too. They also have a lot of concerts there, I've seen all kinds of different artists there show up at the Honda Center. Another reason you should consider moving to Orange County is there's tons of things to do. There's tons of places to shop, dine, and just have a good time. When it comes to shopping, whether you're into, your luxury shopping, or you just go to kind of department stores, you're a t-shirt store guy, or you find your little boutique stores. I'll start off with the luxury side, right? We'll go over South Coast Plaza, which is home to California's largest luxury complex. I believe there's like 25 different luxury brands there. You'll see, Chanel, Gucci, Prada. Orange County, really every city in Orange County has its own shopping center, whether that's like a mall or an outlet, big or small, they all have one. It's kind of crazy to think about. Even in places like Mission Viejo, you have the Mission Viejo Mall, you have the San Clemente outlets, the outlets at Orange, the Irvine Spectrum, right? And let me go into that one, because the Irvine Spectrum's a pretty cool one too. And at the Irvine Spectrum, you also have the movie theater, the Regal movie theater. They just redid it a few months back, so early 2022, I believe. Now they got reclining chairs in there. They did not have that before. Go check it out. At the Irvine Spectrum, it said there's 175 different stores, restaurants there. Some of my favorite things. You also have you have Dave & Buster's there, which is like a bigger kids Chuck E. Cheese's kind of thing, like a casino without gambling kind of thing. They have all kinds of drinks, different kind of food, fun kind of snacks and stuff there too at Dave & Buster's. You also have different restaurants that are big there. You have Cheesecake Factory, Habana, it's like a Cuban restaurant. Javier's is a good one. Tons of different restaurants. All kinds of different little ice cream shops, stuff like that, baked goods, you name it. Everything at the Spectrum. They got a Ferris wheel, giant Ferris wheel. You'll see that from the freeway. Tons of fun stuff to do at the Spectrum. And again, that's smack in the middle of Orange County, so it's within the vicinity of everyone. Really, 25 minutes at most, north or south. Other cities like Laguna Beach, even like Santa Ana and Anaheim, you're going to see tons of different like boutique style shopping. You'll see these smaller kind of clothing shops, more independent kind of brands. Can be a pretty fun thing to check out. I got some buddies who are really into that. Of course, obviously in LA and San Diego, you have tons of those kind of shopping places as well. So you're within the vicinity though. So that's another great reason why you should move here to Orange County, is you're really in a prime location. Again, just north of you, you have LA, south you got San Diego, and then Riverside County is just east. If you have any kind of hybrid work in LA, you have to drive to downtown LA or that kind of area, living in Northern Orange County isn't going to be too much of a commute for you. Places like, Seal Beach, Yorba Linda, Los Alamitos, that northern part of Orange County, you won't have too long of a commute. The traffic as far as Orange County compared to all the surrounding counties, LA, Riverside, San Diego, it's not nearly as bad, okay? Again, Orange County was built a little bit after these areas were. So they had a little bit more planning involved, a little more toll roads in the area. Depending on where you work, those toll roads can definitely pay off a lot. For example, I got buddies who live in, say, like Rancho Santa Margarita area. To get to the freeway without taking the toll road, it might take you like 20 minutes. And if you really want to do that 20-minute neighborhood cruise every day through the suburbs, or you just get off the freeway on the toll road, that's up to you, but it's probably going to be worth it. If you're needing to travel to areas like in San Diego for work, Dana Point, San Clemente, you're definitely going to want to be more in the southern areas. The traffic can get a little rough going down there to San Diego. When you're in the Oceanside area, Camp Pendleton, it gets pretty crammed over there. Even when you're going towards Riverside County, again, toll roads, express lanes, you got to do it. But if you're going towards that area, neighborhoods like Anaheim Hills, Orange are going to be pretty close to the Riverside County area. Without living in Riverside, I mean, not to say anything against it. I'm talking about Orange County today, so giving you that output, that insight. Another reason why you should consider moving to Orange County is it's a pretty safe place to live. And why I say that, I'll get a little more into it. Safewise.com ranked of the top 50 safest cities in California. 11 of them are right here in Orange County. They find the data and use the safety data, right, from 2020's FBI crime statistics, right? So this includes, both property and violent crimes. It's a ranking system. It is what it is. Just wanted to kind of point that out. Some of these cities that were in that top 50, number 2 is Rancho Santa Margarita, number 4 is Mission Viejo, and then 5 is Yorba Linda. Another point I found from governmentjobs.com stated that Orange County actually has the 5th largest sheriff's department in the whole country, nationwide. You'll also notice that each city, pretty much each city, every city in Orange County has its own city police department as well. So on top of the Orange County Sheriff's Department, each city has its own police department too. Another point about living in Orange County, which is important really for everyone across all stages of life, is you're close to many different hospitals. No matter where you're living in Orange County, whether that's, San Clemente down south, the most southern tip, to Seal Beach, Anaheim Hills, Irvine, it doesn't really matter where, you're going to be pretty close to a good hospital. According to Newsweek.com, here's another ranking. As far as hospitals go, 2 hospitals that are in the top 100 in the nation are here in Orange County. Mission Viejo Hospital and Hoag Memorial Hospital as well. And I can say at firsthand, the hospitals here really are great. I actually had brain surgery back when I was about 6 years old or so. The surgeon who developed the procedure for what I was going through, he lived here in the area, and I mean, the surgery was a complete success. I wouldn't even be here today if it weren't for him, if it weren't for the work that they did, and helped me out, right? If you want to see it, it's nothing too crazy. Here, put a scar back there. Anyways, yeah, so, like I said, hospitals within the area, kind of no matter where you're living in Orange County, there's going to be one pretty close, which is important for us, right? We want to make sure that our loved ones are taken care of when any kind of emergencies or anything comes up. Here's the final reason why you should really consider moving to Orange County, and that's because there's very highly regarded great school districts in the area. I mean, everything from elementaries, even daycares, middle schools, high schools, as well as colleges as well. Public colleges, state universities, private colleges as well. Tons of different schools in the area, great place for learning, and as well as faculty, people working within the school districts or at the schools, great places to work here. In fact, according to niche.com, I found that of the top 100 school districts within the whole state of California, 10 of those school districts are located right here in Orange County. Again, so many different great school districts. Some of them include, Irvine Unified, Los Alamitos, Laguna Beach, Capistrano Valley. I mean, there's a ton of great school districts in the area. And I find that this is one of the more common topics that I talk about when I'm working with families who are thinking about moving here to Orange County. They really want their kids to grow up in a good area, great schools. The schools are funded very well here. Lots of different like PTAs or kind of parent organizations involved within the schools, which I completely understand why this is so important to parents. For those of you with children, I don't have any kids myself, but I am the oldest of 5 other younger siblings. So, seeing how, growing up in school districts here in Orange County, and seeing my siblings grow up, and having great teachers and just really the resources available, programs available to help them succeed. It's great. One thing I really liked about growing up here in Orange County, I was I was an athlete, so I really love playing sports and stuff, and it's a very competitive culture here in OC, all the way. Not, and I'm not just talking high school. We're talking third grade, fourth grade. Playing basketball and football, and the parents get really into it. Pop Warner leagues and stuff. AAU. I mean, all kind. I mean, yeah. So the parents, the kids, the coaches, everybody gets really into it. I think if you got a kid who likes playing sports, it's really going to help. I think playing with high competition, it helps shape a good foundation, I think, and a work ethic that kind of sticks with you for life. I'm really thankful for the different programs I was involved in. Growing up playing basketball, the great coaches and trainings I've done really helped shape, who I am today. And I think that's, people understand that the value in that. And then another pretty cool, it's a private school, Orange County School of Arts. I believe it's 6th to 12th grade now. I think it was just high school before. A cousin of mine, his daughter's going to that school now. He was telling me that they opened up a middle school pretty recently. But great place for those of you with kids who are interested in stuff like dance, film, acting. I mean, all kind, different art kind of activities and programs. It's a great private school that offers those kind of that different kind of artistic education. Definitely maybe worth checking out if you have a kid who's interested in something like that. And then you have tons of different colleges that are in Orange County. You have University of Irvine, which is a California university. You have a state university, Cal State Fullerton. You have some private colleges as well, Chapman University, Concordia, Soka University, and Laguna Beach Art School, blanking on the name there. Tons of different junior colleges as well. I had attended Saddleback College. They have a sister college called Irvine Valley College. You can kind of take classes at either campus. Tons of different junior colleges. I know Saddleback is a really popular one. They have pretty good transfer rates there. I actually took my real estate classes there at Saddleback, and then got ready for the test, and here I am. So whether you're a student or a faculty member, Orange County is a great place to learn or work within and do your studies, and also have time off to do fun things which aren't far away within the area. Great place to go to college, get that college experience. And there you have it. There's 7 different reasons why you should consider moving here to Orange County. If you are thinking about it and you need some help, I'd love to help you out. Again, I'm Alex Gonzalez. I'm your local real estate agent right here in Orange County. Here's my contact information there. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more of this type of content. Videos coming out on a weekly basis. Again, I'll provide you all the necessary information you're going to need to help get a better understanding of the area, find which neighborhoods you're more interested in. Once you're able to make that decision and you have a better idea of where you want to go, I will get you into the home that you want. Again, thanks for watching. You guys keep doing you.